Hello guys, welcome back to another episode, I suppose. So this is going to be based on my boa constrictor's enclosure. His name is Jason. I've had him around 3 to 4 years. He's just about fully grown now. He may get a little bit bulkier, but as far as length comes, he's just about fully grown. So as a male, maxed out at around 7 foot, which is just about ideal for his species. Now we're not going to be focusing 100% on him, we are talking about the enclosure, so that is including things like the tropical grey woodlice and the springtails that we have inside. In the soil we do also have some worms, but I didn't manage to fix them this time. We'll get into them another time. As always, if you'd like to go check out my Instagram, it's sg_animals. As you can see, Jason is a very well behaved boa constrictor. He's actually changed a lot of people's minds on snakes. They're not the vicious killing machines that a lot of people think they are. Yeah, he's generally a very docile nature. I do handle him a lot, so he is very used to it, to be fair, which does always help, but yeah, I will always strongly enforce that every animal has its own personality, regardless of species. Yeah, you didn't think we were going to get through a video without Jason come and say hello, did you? There's no way he's going to leave me and my camera alone. Yeah, he has quite a curious nature. As you can see, he's come out to check the camera stand, see if there's anything maybe edible around, but fortunately no rats today, no. Now, one of the main things that fascinates me about this species is if you pay attention to the coloration on them, specifically in this next segment, the shape of their head and the patterns on their head, it's clear to see that it's very based on leaf litter to help them camouflage, whether that's to hide or to hunt. They are more of an ambush animal, so as you can imagine, if a mouse or rat is running past, well, his head, that it's not really going to stand out as a predator. That's very much just going to look like some leaf litter to them, so I don't know, in my eyes, absolutely stunning. So with all previous sheds that I've had from Jason, I have just taken them out of the vivarium and thrown them away, but these days my what is called a clean-up crew, so all these woodlice, the springtails and the worms, they're thriving so well and they're doing such a good job now that they are demolishing almost the whole thing just on their own. So I've left this one in for a week now, and as you can see, pieces of scales have come detached everywhere. They're doing a great job of disposing of it. It is roughly half the size of the pile that it was before. So this is one of the brilliant things about keeping reptiles. If you do create the setup correctly and have the correct environment and parameters that are required, then you can essentially create a mini ecosystem. So you never need to do a full clean, really. With Jason, all I need to do is the occasional spot clean. Obviously you do have to change water, but yeah, I have no way of simulating a natural climate in that sense. That's a bit too much. So a bit further down the line, I do hope to get a macro lens on my my camera so I can get some better footage for you, and hopefully show you the more of the body structure of the isopods themselves. At the minute, not quite there. my camera's doing a good enough job, to be fair to it. I do love the piece of equipment. So in preparation to shed their skin, snakes secrete this substance to help loosen up the external layer, help it come off nice and smoothly so there's no issues. That often creates this almost rainbow appearance on the scale the coming days after the shed, which if you catch at the right time, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. It's just Jason showing off here. One thing that I do love watching about wood lice, which as I say the macro lens in future should capture it a bit better, but their antennae, it's the way they move, so they use them to help explore their landscape. Reason being is that they don't have the best eyesight, and obviously they spend a lot of their time in like caves and dark areas and underground. I've slowed this clip down just so you can see the sheer speed that they're moving at. This all happened within 2 to 3 seconds. And then this also shows off the sheer amount of springtails that are around. So your springtails max out at around 1 to 2 millimeters. They are so light that they can just sit on water, just like this. So we have mostly youngsters here. Those will mostly be newborns, but just because, well, sheerly how small they are. They are definitely the bulk of the cleanup crew though. The woodlice do a very good job, but the springtails are definitely the baseline. As you can see, they're absolutely thriving. They do love good humidity, and they spend most of their time under the moss, in the leaf litter, and in the soil itself. So a lot of the time when people see my enclosures, they tend to ask me whether all these bugs and critters are bothering my animals, but not at all, because as you can see, they don't actually go on Jason. They tend to stay out of his way, just sheerly because of his size. He can do some damage to them. So yeah, they do spend most of their time in the moss and under the first soil layer. I will be removing the shed in a couple of days because, as you can see, it is looking a bit decrepit now. I'm not sure how much more they're going to do to it, and I don't really want to risk some harmful bacteria potentially residing inside and growing. Fungus won't be an issue due to the springtails. The fungus is a great part of their diet. That's why I can maintain the viv humidity at around 80% with no problems, because as soon as fungus or mushrooms start growing, the springtails will nip it straight in the bud. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to subscribe and check out my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video.